Hello everyone, this is Volmar. I'm recording this to do a quick showcase of a Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous build I've ended up putting together. Um, I will preface this in saying this is heavily modded. I would not put this together at your own risk. It's using a variety of not exactly balanced mods, I would say. But I tried to be, I guess judicious isn't the right word, but limit myself in other ways while using them. Um, so the build is essentially summon massive swarms of these wonderful little skeleton friends. Um, I don't know why that one just immediately disappeared. Um, the build is a Battle Scion Scald. I am not Mythic 3 yet, so I am not an actual Lich, but I've got the visual effects of it. Um, Character-wise, we are doing Battle Scion Scald to share all of our teamwork feats. So in Wrath of the Righteous, there's a couple of combos that are just rather good. Um, that being paired opportunists and outflank. Paired opportunists say you receive a +4 bonus on attack or opportunities when adjacent to an ally with defeat, and enemies that provoke an opportunity also provoke from everyone around them, which is great. Additionally, outflank says flanking is +4 instead of +2, which means you have a +8 on attack of opportunities, and whenever one of the skeletons makes them, they all make them. Which ends up with some just absolutely wild stuff happening. I also have Swarm Strike for an additional +1 to attack rolls, increasing for each other ally. So when I have like 7 of these guys just hanging out, it's not a good thing. When you've got like 10 of them hanging out, it becomes rather simple to hit high attack bonus enemies. Um, Additionally, we have Inspired Rage. This is +1 to melee attacks. That does scale. Um, you're currently level 11, so it's a +2. We have uh, Discordant Song for an additional 1d6 points of sonic damage. Um, and the not really balanced part of this are these feats, which say, hey, what are these? These are from a wonderful mod known as the, let's see, it's here. Where do you go? There it is, the Isekai mod. This is rather broken in terms of content. Um, among this is like the bare bones weakest part of it is what I have here. We have Mighty Summoning. All my summoned creatures have a +1 to +5 HP, +1 to attack, damage, and AC. Pretty basic. It is per level, so ending up with an extra 100 HP and +20 to hit, damage, and armor class is kind of insane. Um, that's not even the crazy part of this series of feats. We also have Magical Summoning, which all that matters here is +5 HP and 2 saving throws per level. So again, a ton of extra HP. This is where kind of not really the craziest part, but plus 10 HP level and plus 1 attributes per character level. Again, that's a lot of stats for summons. And then this is the kind of crazy one, which I'm not sure if I'm going to keep, but 2 additional attacks plus 10 bonus speed. Okay, that's not bad. 1d6 sneak attack per character level. That's the part that I'm not quite sure about. This half making my skeletons do like 70 damage a hit, and I'm level 11, so it's kind of crazy. That's part of why I also went the outflank build, um, because they're already going to be flanking, so they just more attack bonus and then crazy sneak attack damage. But on the flip side, um, in this game you can do stuff like one-shotting enemies with divine damage as a 9th level spell slot, which is just kind of okay. Good, sure, fine. Um, Mythic wise, I have Ascended Summons, which in my mods have been buffed. Um, it increases their ability scores by half, Mythic rank plus 5. So again, even more stats on the summons. Ignore most damage reduction, which doesn't really matter, and also they also get some damage reduction. Um, Mythic Inspiration is just good for bards. And I'm planning to go Lich for um my Mythic path for even more stats to my summons. Um, so uh, Equipment wise, um, only a couple of things here really matter. Um, Pretty much all of this is spawned in gear wise, with a couple exceptions. So I guess just the belt of greater belt of perfect components. As far as I know, this does not actually exist in Wrath of the Righteous naturally, um, but it doesn't work either way. So what I have instead are these auto extend and auto empower from the Isekai mod. Normally these are mythic abilities that you can pick from the Isekai mod, or if you're doing the actual Isekai class, they are class features, which is just insane. But the reason I have these is because I'm using my belt slot for this, and using that as my compromise, which says first, second, third level spells cast by the were empowered and extended. Um, Empowered means any variables are increased by 50%. So 1d4 plus 2 is increased by 50%. Um, and auto extend says stuff lasts twice as long. So 1 round a level becomes 2 rounds a level. So I've got these guys. I am at uh, caster level 11, so they last 22 rounds, which is supposed to be about 2 minutes. I don't know if it actually is, but they last long enough that it doesn't really matter. Um, which comes to, I guess, good segue to what we're doing. Um, so the build is essentially animate dead is the entire build. Um, I have it added by a toy box to be an at-will spell, along with desecrate, and I've added dimension door for my sanity. Um, but you have desecrate, which says anyone who casts animate dead within the area creates twice as many. So we go from 1d4 plus 2 plus 50% to double that, which ends up with, as you can see, you end up with 9, 10, like 8 to 10 animate dead or skeletal champions, which is great. Um, so if you want to do this in a less broken way, the level 20 Bones Oracle gets animate dead for free as a capstone at will. My restriction is for getting this at will is I do not use my spells at all. Um, just I don't have it. Um, for the only spell I'm planning on using is haste. Um, so that if I feel like I need it at some point, I don't expect I will, but if I do, that's the only exception I'm going to make. Um, the um, the other thing that I have is I do have a limitless bardic or scald performance going from mythic from another mythic ability that I don't have selected. Um, my plan is at level 3 when I get this, I'm going to be spending it on that. I have it already just because I don't like spamming rests, especially when I'm playing solo, which is what one of the restrictions I'm doing here. I'm not doing invisibility cheese or anything with Witch of the Veil Shrouded Step. Um, but it doesn't really matter when I have a massive swarm of undead going. Um, equipment wise, the main things that matter are we've got Call of Violence, which is all enraged allies, which is all the skeletons with Scald, plus 2 attack and damage. It's great. We have Ring of Summons, which the only thing that matters here, I'm not using the Axeman Soul Eaters, is another plus 2 weapon damage and saving throws against chaotic creatures, so another bonus to hit. Uh, Clemency of Shadows, it says for 30-foot aura with an extra attack of opportunity, which is great with paired opportunists and outflanked. Additionally, it does summon a giant spider whenever one of my skeletons dies. Notably, this doesn't seem to work when they time out. It does have to be specifically the skeleton dying. Um, so that doesn't get triggered very often because at the moment stuff just kind of dies. Just basic bracers. Um, the only thing I have on here is I do have Breastplate of the Tireless Warrior added. Grants this wear immunity to fatigue and exhaustion effects. Nothing else on here matters. Um, I tried using. Do I have some? I don't. There is a shirt slot called Source of Dividing Power, which adds holy or unholy to any divine summons. You'd absolutely use that on a monster tactician, but it doesn't work because my spells aren't divine. We have Jaws of the Jackal, which is a relic item that you can get through the Crusade in Act 4, I think, which is a extra plus 2 natural armor and plus 2 attack rolls, which is basically just an extra plus 2. Um, that doesn't matter. Um, then I also have Light Shield Cursed Allegiance, which says whenever an ally adjacent to the shield's wielder is attacked Must make a will save or suffer -3 penalty to the attack roll. This doesn't trigger very often, but I was looking in Toy Box, which is a tool, has a search and pick tool that you can just say, hey, what items have an aura above your summons? That's how you can get that. Um, the This is once again a spawned in weapon, giving me freedom of movement. You can instead get this from your boot slot. Um, from the boots of Free Reign and Freest Reign. Um, but the things that are added on here through once again Toy Box is the Necromancer Staff and Stormcaller. Stormcaller, all creatures summoned get deal an additional 1d6 sonic damage, which is just an extra little bit of damage. The Necromancer Staff, where the weapon of monsters summoned using Animate Dead and Create Undead. This does not work. I do not know why. They don't really need it. Um, they just the I mean you'll see in the video later in the video when I'm assaulting Drezen. They really just don't need any more damage to hit bonus. Um, Items down here. Book of Dreams. This is something you can pick up in Act 2. And you get the first page. Uh, Increases your summon count by 1. Notably, Animate Dead is not a summoning spell, so it does not work with a feat called Superior Summoning. Um, but this does work with it. Additionally, the second page, which, as far as I know, you only get this if you are an Azata Mythic Path, which I'm not. But you get Good Hope and Lungstrider. Good Hope. See, I think I think I've got it here somewhere. Good Hope. Plus another +2 bonus on attack rolls and damage rolls. Just extra stuff. Long Strider is additional move speed, which doesn't matter in real time. And this is my appearance is with a mod called Visual Adjustments. Let's see if I can find it. Visual Adjustments 2. So this is what the character just looks normal, just basic downpower. This is what the character looks. We've got mythic lich damage, mythic lich head, lich robe, then the locust hood because I wanted a hood. Then we've got the crippling kiss, and apparently it's not going to show me. Um, Actually, I'm not sure which one is it. Yep, it's the. Pretty sure this is Burden of Darkness. Um, so yeah, that is the build.
This way.
I do have. There are some lag spikes when it comes to spawning this many undead due to me having quite a few auras. And just there being a lot of them, so the game doesn't really like it. But um, we have just arrived in Drezen. We are going to head on in. A little 20-minute build guide. Okay. Um, so the general gist of the build is find you go looking for enemy encounters, drop Desecrate, and spawn a pile of Animate Dead, and watch them go ham. It's not the most exciting for to watch, I'd say. Um, but it's fun for me to play, which is all that really matters, I think. Um, in general, Animate Dead is really weak as a spell in um, Wrath of the Righteous, because normally they do not scale at all and just have really poor hit bonuses, so they're only good to take hits. But with this, they are legitimate threats. Go and skip past this. Um, I guess spoilers for anyone who hasn't played Wrath of the Righteous and is expecting to. The Drezen siege is quite the um, uh, quite the expansive field of options.
Let's shake a leg.
Spawning in. I usually do 2 groups of skeletons.
No secrets can escape my
Just because
gaze.
it's enough to take care of basically any groups of enemies.
Blood.
So I do run this in real time. Running this in turn-based would be absolute hell, because I'm going to show you there are quite a few enemies which I do not want to deal with, trying to fight all at once.
Let's shred them.
If you're versus larger enemies, you generally just want to keep your Knight Commander back so they don't get absolutely shredded.
Wherever my legs carry me.
Close ranks.
Which can happen pretty easily, honestly. But as you can see, they're just kind of smacking the crap out of people. They have a large amount to hit and do pretty significant damage. I've got a guide pulled up so I know which direction I wanna move. So I want to go unlock the gate first, then head into the temple. My skeletons die, so you just hit desecrate, two batches of undead.
Forwards. No, backwards.
And I thought I had to open this first. I guess not. Okay. Actually, I probably go in through the barracks, don't I? Shows me how often I actually get this far into the game. I should say not very often.
Shall we move? We shall move!
Go.
Battle formation.
So one thing I want to immediately do is make sure to get out of the way of the rest of my skeletons. Just because they do a lot more damage than I do. And Reg is already dead. Figures. Balcony. I believe this should take me up to the gatehouse, to the roof.
Go.
I'll carve my name onto your flesh.
Yep. Once again, these guys can be kind of annoying to kill, but they don't last very long. So I forget. I don't actually know
I
if
did
I'm
it!
supposed to go down here.
I see blood! Blood! Off with your head! Did you see that? What's in wait for me there, I wonder? Let's shred them!
What?
I'll carve my name into your flesh!
I'm not quite sure what's going on.
I see blood! Blood!
Ah, I should probably... I need to figure out...
Let's shred them!
I'm
I
not actually sure what I'm
spy.
supposed to do here.
I'll carve my name onto your flesh.
As you can see, they just kind of follow you around and kill everything.
I see blood! Blood!
Uh, I'm gonna admit I am very lost.
This way.
Oh, you know what? I bet I'm supposed to be going over there.
Let's shred them! I'm not mad enough to do it.
Right. I have absolutely no athletics.
No.
Uh, this is part of why I have Dimension Door. Like I said, it's
Wherever
for my own
lich goes
sanity.
me, I'm not mad enough to do it.
Okay, you know what?
Work, you silly spell!
Pick me up here.
Work! Work, you silly spell! I did it!
Okay, I guess
Forwards! No backwards,
I am
backwards!
very lost now. Is not where I'm supposed to be? Catapult.
Quick! Else we miss all the fun!
It's not where I'm supposed to be. I'm just supposed to go down. I don't know.
Road calls
Okay, where
me.
am I?
I'll take the bait. So many thoughts, so little time.
I'll just go through the temple. 'Cause I know there's a route there. So the early sections Drezen aren't really that
Trail,
exciting.
carve my name into your flesh.
Most there's just fights that just cost resources for most parties. So really, probably the most overpowered thing about all this is just the utter lack of resource cost.
I'm not mad enough to do it.
This quite literally just doesn't cost anything to do.
Let's shred them.
Hello. Let's get out of the way, or I guess not.
Slice. Behead. May I see your entrails, please?
Damn. Freaking.
Work. Work, you silly spell. No secrets can escape my prying gaze. What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
I thought there was something over there.
I'll carve my name onto your flesh.
And this is how most of the fights go. Yet our good friend, good old Bismuth, he is always a good friend. We will summon him in a little bit.
This way.
Outside. Double check. There's nothing else back here. Not really. There's not really anything I'm missing. Elsewhere.
I see blood. Blood.
Yeah, let's back off. Get a first set of skeletons down so that they can start doing work. Think should be able to get on top of the towers here somewhere.
Let's shred them.
I guess I should point out, I do have this on core. I'm thinking about turning it up to hard. But there's not. This is more for doing this for fun thing than
Wherever
anything
my legs
else.
carry me.
Trying to remember how we actually get up on there. Oh, here we go. There we go. Hello. Nope, don't need to get up there yet. Don't think I need to get up here yet. Oh, hello. I get stunned. I mean, even when they're like barely. We're
I see blood.
barely even here and they're still shredding them. Part of the reason I got Dimension Door is because in real time you are body blocked. So it's just really hard to do much of anything.
I spy. What do I spy? I did it!
So one of the things that this playing solo does is allows you to turn on only active companions receive experience, which is me, myself, and I. Meaning, rather than getting 960 experience, you get 5,000, which lets you level much faster. Since I'd be around level 8, maybe 9, on a normal run. Instead, I'm level 11, which is not
I'll carve my name
not
onto your flesh.
insignificant. Not insignificant amount of damage. I don't know. Not sure what triggered that. Maybe it's because you have to kill both of the cannons. Yeah, okay. Because I killed both the giants.
No, backwards. I see blood. Blood!
Make sure I'm out of my way for my skeletons. And start summoning more. So, these guys really just do not have...
Trail me.
I can hover over him now.
Let the attack commence.
These guys don't have much HP. So they just kind of die. Another chunk of experience.
Let's shred them.
Villain just kind of dying, or enemy just kind of dying.
I'll carve my name into your flesh.
So you really don't need many with this much buff on them. You can see they just kind of die.
I see blood. Blood!
Let's see. Got a whole section over here to do still. Which I guess I can just do this now.
I did it!
This is the sort of thing that you can just go hog wild on. Let's see. There should be some enemies here.
Let's shred them!
I think there's one more. Yeah, there is. Get them spawned. So, as you can see, they're just kinda getting clobbered.
Die, die, die!
Oh, there's not actually a path, okay.
Brave for
So
adventure.
we're heading over this way now.
I'll carve my name onto your flesh. I see blood! Blood!
I don't know why. uh, So, coming in behind certain encounters can just cause stuff to go do weird things. As you can see, just kinda smacking the crap out of anything that moves.
Let's shred them! I'll carve my name into your flesh! I see blood! Blood! Burn! Slice! Behead!
Remember correctly, there's a couple of sort of mini boss enemies you can find throughout the Drezen siege. One of them is in the tavern here. If I remember correctly.
Let's
Yep,
shred them!
these guys. So you've got these guys. There's another one that gets super buffed inside the citadel itself. But it's just kind of a big enemy you get to mess around with. They've got a lot of HP, a lot of armor class. Where is their armor class? Am I blind? Yeah. AC 31, just kind of big bad enemy.
I'll carve my name onto your flesh!
So one of the things they do is attack mirror image, and he is slapped. So yep, that's what happens when you mod the game like this much. It just kind of goes hard. And there should be another enemy or two over here.
I see blood!
Yep. Another one over here.
May I see your entrails, please? This way. We move? We shall move! Let's shred them! I'll carve my name into your flesh! Wherever my legs carry me.
A lot of enemies died. See how long we've been going so far. 45 minutes, okay. That's about With expectations.
See blood! Blood! Now, air, orma.
I can get this.
Go.
Okay.
Esmo, Praxe. Yes.
There we go.
Ba, air, Riti.
Skeleton just kinda smacking the heck out of crap.
Let's shred them.
Very dead.
You are a crusader, right? Yes, now I see. It was you. Your eyes do not deceive you. Yes, now I recognize your face. You have, but I only ask, yes, that was me.
So this is Ursula. She is one of the companions you can pick up.
Elysium. That song? That hymn of freedom? It's the only thing that helped me survive. Yes.
But I am not doing companions, so she gets to get poofed.
I'll carve my name onto your flesh.
I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be... There it is, leave
I
her.
see blood! Blood! No secrets can escape my prying gaze. Let's shred them!
Oh, hello. Alright. So, story-wise, I don't really know what to say. There's a variety of, things causing, you to be able to get into, ways to get into Drezen. They're all, just depends on how you want to approach it. But pretty much no matter what you do, you need to go through and clear all the enemies out.
I spy. What do I spy?
So is this the... Where'd I end up? Okay. Trying to... That's open. You need to head over here.
Quick! Else we miss all the fun!
So I'm compulsive on trying to reveal the whole map. You don't really have to do this way. But I'm compulsive about it.
Forwards! No backwards, backwards! I'll carve my
Yep,
name
there are
into
some
your
enemies over here.
flesh!
As usual, just hang out near your allies, and the enemies just kind of die. Which I think, yeah, it's pretty much all the enemies in Drezen in like 20 minutes. Well, I guess not quite.
I see blood! Blood!
And I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a way. Do I have keys? I do. Okay, so this is just an alternate route. But we are going to do the fun route. We're going straight in the middle. But as you can see, we've cleared out most of Drezen. Um, Normally, I'd say this would take quite a while. I know it's taken me several hours to complete myself. Let's see what I've got to level up. Let's take care of that real quick. All right, this. I just feel for his perception. Yeah. So this is another, basically the whole thing with Battle Science Gold is being able to pick um, teamwork feats instead of rage powers. Um, I'm not personally, well, so because I have limitless Scald on performance, the extra 3 rounds of cost don't matter if you're doing a unmodded or less modded run. Um, this would be a lot bigger issue. Um, uh, so we just hit level 12, which I believe unlocked a couple of things. Immune shaking doesn't matter. Uh, Paralysis, I don't think matters either. So let's see, where is it? Uh, our goal, at least right now, next like major upgrade will be Rage Stance Mastery at 14, which we can't get until 15. Um, but we will be combining our Lethal Stance with Reckless Stance, which is a extra +1 bonus to attack rolls. Um, doesn't really matter what I pick here, because um, so I believe the skeletons do wear heavy shields, so it'd be an extra +2 to AC, but because they can summon a limited amount, doesn't really matter. Um, Damage reduction doesn't really matter. You can go Fiend Totem Lesser for um, an extra attack, which doesn't feel like it matters at all for any of this. Um, so I'm probably just gonna take Reckless Stance here. I did test Inspire Ferocity does not work on uh, on stacking. It doesn't really seem to work at all. Um, so take that how you will. I wish it did, but it doesn't. Would be kind of crazy if you had like 15 skeletons all giving uh, everyone another like
Let's
28,
shred them.
30 something hidden attack and all that.
I'll carve my name onto your flesh.
As you can see, stuff just kinda dies very quickly. Is there another one up here? I could have sworn there was another one. I guess not. So this is the kind of mini game of Drezen. You gotta wait for, you can either wait for the battering ram to get through the wall, or you can let, or you can try and sneak around.
Let's shred them.
So it's like I said, stuff just kind of dies very quickly. Pretty much the only threat you have is directly to your character from AoE or enemies that ignore you, which is, there's not a not insignificant number of
Carve
them,
my name into your flesh.
but for the most part, just having stuff get smacked and die instantly makes it kind of hard for enemies to deal with you. And this is like, you just get so much experience.
I see blood.
Bonk. So, meet
Mortals are slaughtering us.
one of the big bosses of Drezen, the Baylor.
Talking. Fight.
There! That's what happens to cowards!
Quiet.
There they are! There they are! They're coming.
Stop, you.
This demon is more dangerous than anything we've encountered here before. Let's attack together.
Death.
Yes, death. He has, let's see, 370 HP. .36 AC. And
Willida says hello.
he didn't even get a chance to.
You little runt. You and Willow Dust will regret this.
A chance to
I'll
do
find you and
anything.
shove your entrails down your throat. Damn it. The dagger was supposed to kill him on the spot.
So let's see what happened. He dispelled a whole bunch of crap from my skeletons, and then they bonked him. Really, really hard. Hi, Great Board. So this is where should be a pile of supplies somewhere. This would be normally where you would rest for the last time before heading into the Citadel. I did not do that. Or I don't need to do that because I've used no resources, which is funny, honestly. Um, to go see where is the... Okay. So, I think I actually need to end this here. Been going for just over an hour. Um, and I need to go to sleep. So I will upload this. That was the um, opening or the outside of Drezen in about an hour with swarms of skeletons essentially. Just put this up here over the ending screen. Um, yeah, there's really just not a lot the enemies can do when they've got that many. You have that many skeletons. So is the build overpowered? Absolutely. Um, and would I say it's more powerful than um, merge spellbook shenanigans? Mm, maybe, but in the requirements to get to that point, this point, is basically just cheating. So it doesn't. It's not really a good comparison. But that's that's how this works. I am excited to see what where this goes and how much more crazier it can get potentially. Because I know there are some pretty broken abilities in later in the game that and items you can get. Um, so I will leave this off here and I will talk to you guys next time. Peace.